Okay. We're good.
Okay. Hi, everybody. That's not on here. And if you do hop on, yay. But if not, hopefully the recording works and that you get to see this. But we're going to go do a Zoom call every Monday morning at 10, right, guys?
Yeah.
And if the time changes, then we will let you know. And Randy posted the Google Doc form. So if you have questions, but you don't want anyone to know who's asking the question, use the Google Doc form. And then we'll address those questions at the next Monday. And if no one has any questions, then we'll just kind of like pick something that we struggled with, that we figured out about ourselves, and hopefully it helps you guys too. So today we're just going to talk about the different types of hunger, or what we think means hunger. So there's a few different ones. The first one is physical hunger. That one is when most people say like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. Don't tell yourself you're starving, because let's be real, you're not starving. People in third world countries are starving. You're not starving. Let's hope my kids.
What are you doing?
Go play with Paisley. My kids participate in this. So when you get to the point of like your stomach growling and you're telling yourself that you're starving, you create an urgency in your mind that makes you just want to like reach for the closest thing possible, whatever it is, if it's healthy, if it's not healthy. And we just like kind of start to engorge ourselves. I've done this before where I let myself get so hungry that as I'm cooking something to eat that's healthy, I'm eating like chips or whatever I can get my hands on. So the first step to that is don't let yourself get that hungry. Like plan ahead, prepare something that you can take with you, or that's, one reason why meal prep is important, because you have a quick go-to to grab something. So the first one is physical hunger. Don't let yourself get that hungry. That's why also time nutrition is important, because you're eating every like 2.5 to 3 hours. And so you don't let yourself get that hungry, and you don't let your metabolism crash either. So do you guys have anything to add to that?
No, just be prepared.
Yes, be prepared. It's huge. Okay, the second type of hunger is sense hunger. So it's your different 5 senses. And this one was like a huge eye-opener to me. So the first one is see it. So when you are like at a party or a dinner or even just gathering as a family and you keep watching people eat, what do? You keep eating. You keep eating. So eat what you're supposed to and just stop eating. You don't have to keep eating just because other people keep eating. The second one is smell it. So when you like walk into a restaurant or even like into your house when someone's like cooking something and you smell it, you're like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. It like automatically makes you hungry. Go get yourself a glass of water. Don't eat until it's time to eat. The third one is hear it. So when you hear things cooking, it like triggers you wanting to go eat. So pretty much all these senses is just kind of like strength of willpower to not eat when they hit you, because you're really not hungry. The next one is taste it. I did this one all the time. This was a huge eye-opener. I taste things while I'm cooking to make sure that like it tastes okay. And even when I'm cleaning up, I keep eating. Like,
me. Like,
yes.
Good. Ooh, we better finish this off.
Yeah. So that totally kind of like makes it so you're eating over your portion size. And not just at that time, but like how many times have you like seen someone eating an ice cream or a donut or a cookie and you're like, oh, can I have a bite of that? And you take a bite of it, and then what does it do? It leads you to wanting more and more and more. The last one is touch it. and this kind of goes along with like while you're cooking too, or if you're at a restaurant and someone asks you to pass the bread, do you just pass the bread or do you grab yourself a piece and then pass it? So being aware of those sense hungers is very eye-opening, because you'll go to do it, or you do it, and you can catch yourself and stop. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
No, because I do all of those.
I'm really terrible at like picking off my kids' plate. You know, they never eat all of their plates. I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to have to throw all that down the disposal, so I might as well just eat it.
Yeah.
Right. And a trick to that is making sure you're feeding your kids healthy stuff. So when you do eat it, you're at least eating something healthy, right?
Yes, yes.
But once you're aware of these things, it makes it a lot easier to not do them. The third one is an emotional hunger, which, let's be real, we all have that issue of like when we get stressed or when we get sad or feel lonely, or even when we're like happy. Everything is related to food. So instead of using food as a reward, choose something else to reward yourself. Like I've noticed for myself, when I get like irritated, instead of going to food, I clean. And my house gets really spotless, which is a good thing because it makes me feel better. So try and find like a different reward, or call somebody, you know, that you can trust and talk to, and talk things out, instead of just like going and trying to find something to eat that you think is going to make you feel better. And it might make you feel better for that moment, but in the long run, it's just going to frustrate you even more. And it just makes you spiral downward. So if you go to grab something to eat and you have a negative thought about it, put it down and walk away, because that negative thought is just going to keep becoming more negative and make you spiral downward even more. Do you guys have like any tricks that you've learned about yourself to help with emotional eating?
Try not to keep snacks in the house. Unhealthy good snacks.
Yes.
That's been the only thing that I've been able to do. Because if I have snacks when especially when I'm on like, you know, Shark Week, I want to eat all the chocolate and potato chips that I can have.
Yeah.
I just try not to
out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly.
I try to pound water when I start feeling like, okay, am I really hungry, or is it just because I'm stressed? I try to always keep water nearby so that when I get that way, I can just pound it.
Drink it.
That's what I need to get better at doing, is keeping water by and just taking a big old chug.
Right. Okay, so the next one is mind hunger. A lot of times we kind of self-sabotage ourselves because we're scared of seeing the progress that we make. It's more of just like a comfort zone, and I guess this one can kind of be like a hard one to recognize. But the biggest thing that you can do is just follow your nutrition program, follow the rules to it. Reach out to like your coach if you're having like issues. Because when you self-sabotage, you're gonna eat more than what you need to, or that you really even want to, just because you're so used to seeing yourself at that size or that weight. And really just write your why down and keep it available for you to see at all times, so that you can keep yourself encouraged and just keep going. And once you can like move past that, you see the strength that you have in yourself, and you can just keep going. And the next time that thought comes that you just want to eat when you don't need to, you can push past it. You guys have anything to add to that?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever struggled with that one.
Okay, I do think I struggle with that one because every day I write down in my gratitude journal, one of my goals is to have defined abs. Not like washboard chiseled, but I want to be able to see them like I'm starting to see my obliques. Every morning I write that down. I have defined abs. And then every day I look back on my nutrition. I'm like, really? You're like, what did you do to get closer to that goal? Did you do anything? So I am totally that way. I write it down and I really need to just really stick it to my forehead, I think. So I see it literally all day long. But because I look back on my day and I'm like, did you even really try? So yeah. That's when I'm guilty. I need to work on that.
Yeah. Well, like I remember Alana talking about this in like the To Be mindset that a lot of times when people start to lose weight, they won't go out and buy new clothes that actually fit them. They continue to wear the same clothes that are way too big because that's their comfort zone. And they won't allow themselves to see where they really are. And I was listening to a podcast the other day because this was totally me like a couple months ago as I'm like trying to lose my baby weight from having Tucker. I was like, I refuse to go buy pants that fit me right now. Okay, that's stupid. In this podcast, she was talking about, okay, this person that's lost a bunch of weight and they're really fit, do they wear clothes that don't fit them? No. So be the identity of who you want to be. This person that's already fit and in shape and healthy, they wear clothes that fit them. Don't like make yourself miserable trying to squeeze into a pair of pants or wear a belt that's cinched up to the last hole because your clothes don't fit. Like, be happy where you are, the progress that you've made, and keep pushing forward. Like the mind hunger. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You can keep going.
I was just say the mind hunger one, I think, is probably the hardest one to recognize because we get so used to just being in our comfort zone. We want to stay there.
Which I guess is true. I didn't realize I had issues with that, but I've gotten to the point now, like I have literally just taken out everything that is too big. And I'm not even going to let myself get comfortable in those again. Like everything that doesn't fit anymore is out of my drawer, out of my closet, and put in a box for Goodwill because it's like, I was comfortable, yes, but I don't want to get back to that comfortable. I want to be in my comfortable now.
Right.
You know? But I didn't realize I did have that problem.
Yeah. So you know what I did? I went and bought me a stinking pair of pants that fit me right now because the maternity clothes are too big and I'm uncomfortable in them, and the other pants don't button up, and that I'm very uncomfortable in them, and that makes me miserable, which makes me turn to emotional eating, and it's just a vicious cycle. So if you can like be aware of all those things, it totally helps. So the next one is sleep hunger. You guys, I will full on admit I had sleep hunger yesterday. The night before, we didn't get home till like 1 a.m. We got up early and I was like wanting all the carbs all day long yesterday because my body was needing a source of energy. So if you're not getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night, your body releases a hormone called ghrelin, and it tells your body that you're hungry, and it decreases the hormone called leptin, which tells your mind that you're full and satisfied. So sleep hunger is real, and what you can do for that, one, is to make sure you're getting enough sleep, and two, make sure that you are eating like vegetables and fruits that will give you a source of energy, but they're also full and satisfying to where you're not constantly just wanting to eat and eat and eat and eat, because that will definitely make the scale go up. Oh, yes. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
No, because that is, I think everyone in our group can relate to that one, because as a mom, you're tired all the time.
It's so true.
Turn to food to keep you going.
That's why women love carbs. It's because it gives you energy for a minute to make it through, and then like 5 seconds later you're looking for something else to give you the energy instead of just focusing on a food that really will give you energy and make you full and satisfied.
Yes.
And then I'm going to add one more hunger onto this, and it's dehydration. Like 75% of us are dehydrated, and our brain does not know the difference between hunger and thirst. And 99.9% of the time when you think you're hungry, if you will go chug some water, 16 ounces of water, wait a few minutes, your hunger will go away because really you're just thirsty. So make sure you're drinking the amount of water that you're supposed to, because the more water you drink, the more weight loss you have, the more energy you have, the better your skin's gonna be, and overall you just feel better. And yes, it sucks that you're gonna have to go to the bathroom all the time, but that's kind of the point, flushing out all the toxins in your body. So
yeah. The days I drink the water I'm supposed to, I feel like when it's time to eat lunch or dinner, I'm just like, I'm not even freaking that hungry, but I know I need like food, not just water. But yeah, those are the days I'm like, yes, good weight loss day.
Exactly. So those are the different types of hunger. If you have questions, like reach out to your coach and they can help you. But I remember seeing on the post that I think it was Kelty had a question, and it was about like different types of meals. The biggest advice I can give on this is don't overcomplicate it. Like when my kids have like we make Hawaiian haystacks a lot because for one, they're super easy and my kids like them. So I make them normal for them, and instead of having rice, I eat cauliflower rice. Or when you make tacos, instead of like having a tortilla, make a taco salad, but the rest of your family can have tacos. Wraps, instead of using a tortilla, use a lettuce wrap. Like you can make things for your family and you just switch it a teeny tiny bit. I keep a lot of like steamable frozen vegetables in my freezer just because they're super easy to go to and it doesn't take a lot of thinking. Like just don't overcomplicate it. Do you guys have any meal plan or meals recipes that have worked for you?
I'm a total person that can eat the same thing multiple days in a row. So for me to simplify my life, my breakfast and lunch are always the same. And for dinner, I only pick like 3 meals for the week, and then the other days it's like leftovers. You get leftovers from one of those meals.
That's what I do too.
Is what I do because it makes my life so much easier.
Yeah.
And I'm not wasting as much food.
Right. That's what I do too. My lunch and breakfasts are normally the same, and then I just switch up the dinners.
Oh, for Kelsey though, the egg muffin things that Marty has done, those are really, really nice to do. You just crack an egg and you can put vegetables in the muffin pan and bake it that way. And then just pull it out of the fridge every morning, heat it up. Some people don't like reheated eggs, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. But
me either. And they're actually
totally saves time.
They're actually like better than I thought they were going to be too.
Same. But as the week goes on, they don't taste as good. And so it's like, yeah, we need to make some fresh ones.
Right. Yep.
But that's a quick, I don't know. I don't even think it takes 20 minutes to do. On the Sunday, you could do that real quick.
Yeah.
And then that could be breakfast or a snack or whatever.
Yep.
So that's a really good.
For me too, I've been like buying my groceries online, so I'm not tempted to buy junk food. And I don't necessarily do like a lot of meal prepping, but I do a lot of meal planning, and I know what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, so that when dinner comes, I'm not like, oh, what are we going to eat today? Like, I already know, and I have the stuff for it.
Yeah. Shopping online has literally saved my life with not buying so much junk food. I do buy treats because Landon and my dad and my kids all love like zebra and ding dongs and super yummy stuff. So I do buy them, but I have gotten so good and I'm so proud of myself that I don't even reach for those. I never thought I'd ever say that in my life, but
I just have to say, you're such a nice wife. I'd be like, screw you guys. I'm not buying that crap.
I have to, or I have to sit and listen to my kids like, Mom, I want a zebra cake. Mom, I want a zebra cake. Mom, I want a zebra cake. So I buy them. They get one a day. Landon and my dad are huge treat people. So to make my life not so me screaming at everybody, we buy them and I just don't let myself have them.
But if you're not strong enough at first,
Don't buy them.
don't buy it.
Yes. Don't buy them. At the start of all of this, I was eating all the Oreo cookies that I could have and all the ding dongs, but I'm more into my journey, so it's a little easier for me now.
Yes, because you also learn too, when you eat like crap, you feel like crap, and working out makes it that much harder.
Yes.
That was me this morning. I had a bowl of ice cream last night, and I totally regretted it. Like 20 minutes into the workout, I was like, what did I do to myself?
I ate like my whole Cafe Rio salad, and when I put my fork down, I was like, oh, why did I do that? It hurts so bad.
Yes, like I said yesterday, I ate all the carbs, and I had a 2-pound weight gain from last night to this morning. So that's okay, because it'll go away.
Exactly.
Okay, we hope this helps you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, let us know. We are here to help you. And next Monday at 10, we'll do another Zoom call. So if you have any questions, you can ask away, use the Google Doc, whatever you need to do. So we hope you have a happy Monday.
And keep rocking your week.
Yep.
Okay. And stocking.
Okay.